screenshot stuff from the web,
Oh,
download it, and then
oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Thank you.
Aisha Farasara. Wow. How are you today, Sister Amal?
Alhamdulillah. I don't know if it's the veganism catching up with me or what. I am low energy, but alhamdulillah. We're 2 hours away from the fall.
So for 2 days, I've pretty much also done that. I don't know if it's vegan, but it's like green smoothies. Yeah, it's all I've pretty much done for like 2 days.
Sounds vegan to me. Sounds raw vegan as well.
Yeah.
Sarah, this is the first time I'm seeing your face. It's lovely to match your voice and your face.
Yeah.
Not what I imagined. Oh, hello, baby.
This is Sumaya.
Assalamu alaikum, Sumaya. Are you in a cabin somewhere?
No, I'm sitting outside in our balcony.
Wow.
It's too sunny, so I put this blanket.
That's so nice. I love it. Thank you. We'll wait just a couple more minutes to see if anyone else piles in.
So did you notice? So what I noticed is that you changed your plant back there.
I did.
Is that true?
So my peace lily, which is what I had before, I had
What
been
was it
wondering
called?
a peace lily. I'd been wondering why it wouldn't flower, because usually with the peace lily, you have like a white flower that grows out of it. And mine for like over a year wouldn't flower. So I got some fertilizer. And it had like potassium and nitrogen and all of those things in it. And so I put it in. And then 3 flowers grew. But then my husband has severe allergies and then suffering as soon as it flowered. And yeah, so I had to get rid of it. And I've had this one for a while. Not as luxurious as the other one. I kind of want.
One of the flowers looks like a butterfly. Is that a butterfly? Or?
That is a butterfly in the back. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, there's my friend Sadia from Dallas. Is that Ayana?
Alaikum. Yes, she's having a little snack and listening. How are y'all?
Awesome.
Alhamdulillah, Sadia. Nice to see you or hear you.
I was missing you so much today, Sadia.
We'll have to talk offline afterwards, inshallah. Amma, I love your hijab, mashallah. You are always glowing.
You're so nice. There's a window next to me. That's where the glow is coming.
No, girl. It's from the inside.
From the inside. I did know that. Mashallah.
All right. Let's wait one more minute and then we'll just go ahead and get started. So girls, the ones who are here, have you guys thought about submitting to the writing competition? Shake it, yes or no.
I haven't like started any sort of writing. Does it have to be like a poem?
No, it can be a poem, it could be an essay, it could be a story, as long as it's under 500 words. But I was thinking that we could just brainstorm some topics today and actually have maybe just do a little bit of writing prompts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And that way, there's no excuse. We need Houston to represent, you know? Assalamu alaikum, Aya. I think this is the first time I am seeing you here. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are the last 10 days going for you guys? Just give me like one update. We can start with you, Sister Gwenna. Anything in particular, anything like noteworthy? Have you been?
Who did you call on?
Yeah, you.
Oh, me. Okay. So, okay, wait. The question is anything noteworthy? Okay.
I love how you're so excited.
Of course. I love being called on. I love being Sister Almost student. Yes, I made a decision yesterday and today that it's not just about trying to make it to the end of Ramadan, but this time really being better, like like making this last week not just a mixture of good feelings that it's the last week plus those bad feelings that you're sad that it's over, but instead being like, you know what, this is going to be a launching pad for me to really stick with goals after. Yeah, like, you know how like in January you're just like, oh, it's January, like it's time for those goals. Well, why should that? This is more than our January. This is a Ramadan. So that, I feel like that is a change in my mindset, that no, it is going to be like that launching pad, so that I'm not totally sad that it's over, but instead I'm like really feeling like I'm stronger, and I'm going to keep up with these habits. I don't know if that makes
I
sense.
love that. I love
Yeah?
that a lot. And
Okay.
I think that like we need to reframe. We
The
need
end.
to reframe it. Like, yes, the gates of Jannah are open. And yes, this month, there's nothing like this month. But also like build habits that you want to take with you. You know, I feel that a lot. I love that. Fatima, do you have anything? Any reflections on like the last 10 nights of Ramadan so far? I'm gonna call on all of you, so have your answers ready.
Now it's like the Ferrari in the MCC these days, but before we like barely ever did, so I guess maybe keep like praying stuff like sunnah and stuff.
Yeah, extra. Yeah, beautiful. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, it's been going good. One second.
Aisha, you go in the meantime.
I don't really know.
So tell me, this Ramadan, has anything changed for you?
I'm reading
Huh?
more Quran. I prayed more Sunnah, like praise, and yeah.
Do you feel excited about that?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, that's beautiful. I'm glad to hear that, Aisha. Farah, we've missed you. Where you been, girl? Tell me about how your last 10 nights are going and if you are experiencing anything.
Alhamdulillah, it's a little better. Like, I am starting to be a little bit more mindful in my salah now, and I came in a little bit late because I was a little bit distracted with the Quran.
Well, that's a good thing to be distracted by.
I was trying to read Surah Al-Baqarah, but it's very hard.
It's very long, right? And the ayats are very long in it. But I'm glad you're trying. And your last 10 nights are going good?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. We've been trying to go to Taraweeh every day. Today, we're definitely going.
Inshallah. Yeah, it's an odd night tonight, girls.
And I can't wait to...
No, it's not an even night today. Go ahead, Farah.
I said I can't wait to see you this Saturday.
Yeah. Will I see you there? That's exciting.
Yes.
Inshallah, very good. Awesome. Sarah, tell me just a reflection you have last 10 nights so far.
It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, the exciting thing is like we've been just like testing, and like I have the tests tomorrow and Friday, so like keep me in your prayers because I really want to do well. But and like it is constant like studying and like getting ready, because we're going to Egypt this like the day after tomorrow, so it's like packing and studying and like praying and like keeping like, because like when you're busy, that doesn't mean you don't pray or you don't like read Quran. You still have to keep those like keep those like practices like in your daily life. And I've been like using Tarweeh as a good way to like tell myself, okay, what Quran will I do today? And then if I don't have time, then Tarweeh is where I will do my Quran. So yeah, it's been going.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for that beautiful reflection, Sarah. May Allah make you so successful on your exams. I hope it is easy for you. How about Ayana and Saadia? You guys have any reflections for us?
Assalamualaikum. So Ayana's super shy. So she's telling me and not getting on, but she actually, and she's a bit younger than the girls, but she's 10. But she was saying that she stopped listening to music. She listens to the music that goes with her games sometimes that she plays. And she switched it to listening to, more education and valuable things. And
Nice.
she's been more consistent in praying and paying attention to prayer times and not praying right at the end because mommy says to. So those have been her reflections. And for me, my reflection actually exactly what, of course, Mona's my bestie and, we think alike. I had the same exact reflection this morning around Fajr time that we taking with us outside of Ramadan. It's kind of like those resolutions at the beginning of the year. And what consistency, that's going to be my word for the next several months until the next Ramadan, inshallah, when I set some more goals. But I started the year with giving myself grace and kind of understanding what I am able to do and what I'm not able to do. And having grace for others. So not, judging or trying to assume anything, but letting people be who they are. But now it's more about consistency for myself and looking within myself and making sure I build some habits. And
Sadia,
Ayana's the same.
thank you. What a beautiful reflection. I love that so much. Yeah, I'm definitely on the same wavelength. I feel like this Ramadan, what I have realized is that the most difficult days are some of the most important ones. Those are the days where we kind of hear how we react negatively to things and we can make those adjustments. It's the days where we can really use our strength to the best of their abilities. And it's like, I don't know, Ramadan feels like a big mirror, right? There's no devil to blame anything on. So now we just have to really take a look at ourselves. So thank you all for your beautiful reflections. I love such a good energy to have here. So I want to, real quick, if you haven't already submitted to the writing contest, please do so. If there's one thing I want to walk away out of Ramadan with from this, is I want to see all of your writing. And we talked about a lot of things in this month. We talked about, things like self-esteem, things like identity, community, the world, how we believe the world should be, the changes we wish to see in the world, different things like that. But today I want to talk a little bit about some spiritual topics. And I wanted to ask you all, who knows what the 6 articles of faith are, the 6 pillars of Iman in Islam? Go ahead, Fatima, tell me one of them.
Believing in the prophets.
Say it again.
Belief in the prophets is one of them.
Yes. Sarah, what about you? What were you gonna add?
Belief in Allah and belief in the Quran.
The Quran and all the books of Allah.
Yeah.
What else is on the list? Aisha, do you know any of them?
Believe in the day of judgment.
Yes. Belief in the day of judgment. What about you, Farah?
What? Sorry, what did you say? It's loud.
We're talking about the 6 pillars of Iman. So far, we said the existence and oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the books of Allah, the prophets, belief in the day of judgment. There's 2 more.
Maybe Salah.
That's one of the pillars of Islam. But good guess.
The pillars of what?
The pillars of Islam: Shahada, Salah, Saum, Zakah, and Hajj. So we're not talking about the pillars of Iman.
Oh, you're talking about maybe praying intentionally or mindfully.
It's we have a couple answers. Actually, Ayana and Sadia, or Ayana said the angels. That is another one. And then what is the last one? Who knows the last of the 6 pillars of Iman? So far we have oneness in Allah, so Tawheed and La ilaha illallah. We have the angels, we have the book of Allah, we have the prophets, belief in the day of judgment. And Sarah, or Fatima, what were you going to say?
Isn't there something called Fadlan? It's like beliefs in I don't know how to like do. I don't know.
You're right about the word qadr, and it's destiny. It's the belief in the fact that like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already decided what's going to happen, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So good job. Yeah, you got the word. And Aisha as well. She got that in the chat. So yes, we have our 6 pillars of Iman. So to be a Muslim, after you do the deeds, right, you say La ilaha illallah with your tongue and with your heart. You praise Allah with your body. You pay zakat. You fast. You go to Hajj. Now is the next level. It's what your heart believes. It's what your spirit believes. And what I'll write it down again. Belief in Allah and His oneness. Number 2 is belief in the angels. Number 3 is belief in the books of Allah. That includes the Torah and the Testaments, but obviously the ones that weren't changed. So what Musa alayhi salam delivered, what Isa alayhi salam delivered, the books of the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 4, in addition to their books, belief in the prophets. Belief in the prophets. Number 5, belief in the day of judgment. And number 6, belief in qadr, or the destiny written by Allah. So these are the things that I think make the Muslims very unique, having these different pillars. And these things are also where you find the most beautiful parts of our religion. So what I want us to do is we're going to do some writing. You should know by now that writing is the best thing we can do here. And so if you have a paper and a pen or a laptop or something, I just want you to take a few minutes and we're going to go to each one and we're just going to write a little reflection. We're just going to write a little bit of reflection, whether it is a story, whether it is how we feel about it, whether it is a hadith we heard or how important it is, just write something. And if you can't think of anything to write, my rule for writing with writer's block is this. Just write, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to write. But most likely you'll find something. So we're gonna take 2 minutes and our number 1 is going to be belief in Allah and His oneness. Are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. That's a lazy thumbs up. I'm gonna wipe my eye and give you a thumbs up at the same time, Sarah. So just to clarify for everybody, what we're gonna do is get your journal and your pen or your computer or something, and for each one of the levels of Iman, we're just gonna write a small reflection for 2 minutes. What does this mean to you, right? And if you can't think of anything to write, then keep writing. I can't think about anything to write during Tawheed, about this concept, right? But I think you'll find something. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, let's get our pens ready and let us write about belief in Allah and His oneness. About 1 minute left. All right, that's time. Number 2, belief in the angels. And I hope you have a good time with this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Start writing. A little less than a minute left.
Are we gonna share these?
If you're willing to share one of them, at least, and more if you have time, that would be great. But you don't have to.
Okay.
But I would like everyone to share at least one. All right. Number 3, the books of Allah. 2 minutes. Starting now. A little less than a minute left. I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time doing this, writing about things I've never really fully thought about. Number 4 is belief in the prophets. And it's not just Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I want you to think about all the prophets, and especially we're on the nights of power during these last 10 nights, right? And there's that story of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam leading the Salah in Masjid al-Aqsa. Do you guys know that story? And all of the prophets were standing behind him, you know, and they were all there, and he saw some of them in Jannah. So think about the prophets and maybe pick one, pick many, talk about them in general. 2 minutes, starting now. We have about 10 minutes left. So we have 2 more, belief in the day of judgment and belief in Qadr. But for the sake of time, we're going to do 1 minute of writing, okay? Make it a little quicker, a little easier. So starting now. Number 5, which is belief in the day of judgment. All right, lastly is Qadr, 1 minute. 1 versus 2 minutes makes a huge difference. Okay. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope that you learned something as you were writing that. But out of the 6, I first want to know, which one did you enjoy writing the most? And let's do that real quick. Fatima, which one did you like writing the most?
Belief in Allah and belief in the Day of Judgment.
Beautiful. What about you, Sarah?
Belief in Allah and the belief in the angels.
Aisha.
Believe in Allah and believe, in the prophets.
Beautiful. And I know Farah didn't write, and I know Ayana and Sadia are just listening. Does anyone want to share something that they wrote? I would love to have you share. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah. Thank you for volunteering.
Okay, so I'll do the Allah and the angels. So I believe in Allah. I said, like, as Muslims, we should like accept like that Allah's decree, both as it like manifests like itself around us and like in our lives, like, because it should be like a relief that it should be a relief to us that we aren't like the masters of our own destiny. Like we are only going to be like tested about whether we reacted to it as true like mu'mins, and like being patient and like adversity and grateful and like the prosperity. And belief in the angels, like God, like I didn't know what to write, so I just said like I did like a story. Like when God sent an angel to Mary's soon to be husband, like Joseph, and he like to speak to him in a dream to help him like with his fears, and the angel gave counsel on like how to protect Mary from like the angry religious leaders who were like decreeing that she be killed. And like as he was like sleeping, the angel told him.
Beautiful, beautiful story. I love that you shared that one. That's so good. Oh, Fatima, share something with us.
Okay, I'm gonna the one belief in Allah, a different one. Belief in Allah means to believe that He is the one and only, our one and only Creator and Ruler. It means to have a distinct for Him in our hearts, and nothing should come close to the amount of praise we give Him. And the other one, belief in the prophets means wholeheartedly learn from their stories, because you know how like prophet was not like well, most of them were not like rich dudes who were like so had everything, right? So there's always something to learn from like their struggles and stuff, and to learn from their like what they taught their people. Very short stuff.
Thank you, Fatima, for sharing. That's so beautiful. Aisha, would you be willing to share? I know you're a little bit shy. I can tell.
To believe in the Day of Judgment is to believe that it's gonna come eventually and to prepare for it. And no one knows like when it's coming, so like we all like must prepare now because it can come anytime.
Have you listened to the stories of the Day of Judgment? They're pretty intense. A little scary, but we're lucky to have the knowledge, right? Imagine not having knowledge of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are so amazing. Jazakallah khair for sharing. I'll read you one of mine. Maybe I'll read you my one about Qadr and the one about the angels. We only have 2.5 minutes left. So, all right, this is the one about the angels. Yesterday during Taraweeh, the Khatib said something about how Jibreel alayhi salam comes down on the night of power. I can't imagine the size, the might, the power, the light of this angel. And I had this silly thought. What if that angel could know my name? That idea made me feel small. And I truly hope that one day I am worthy of Jibreel alayhi salam knowing who I am. I'm so shy to believe that. All right, and then my second one is about Qadr. And if you know like the origin story of what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create before anything? The pen, the first thing, before even Jibreel alayhi salam, before heaven, before hell, before earth, before humans, jinn, everything, he created the pen. and the Lawh al-Mahfuz, and everything was written on it. So that's what inspired this. I can't imagine what my name looks like amongst all the other details on this Lawh. What language is it written in? Are the details of the skies in there too? What information comes first? What information comes last? What is the final detail in this book? And that's all I have for you. And if you have not, I want you to use some of this as inspiration. Were you going to say something, Fatima?
Yeah, can I share my one about the Day of Judgment?
Sure, you have
So-
less than a minute, so be quick.
Okay, belief in the Day of Judgment is to know that we all will be resurrected and accountable for actions. It was short, but I have a question. How do we submit the writing thing?
The writing competition. So Sister Mona has the link in the email. So she's going to send it to you. Use this as inspiration for your submission. And don't think
And when
too
is it due?
by the end of Ramadan. So you have a week.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Inshallah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can submit whatever you have. If we need to work on it a little bit, we can work on it a little bit. Maybe we're not meeting tomorrow, we're meeting the day after. We can focus on workshopping your pieces. But winner gets $100. So, you know, it's worth trying. And it's ibadah, inshallah. So, all right, it's going to end the Zoom here. May Allah bless you all. Ramadan Kareem.